What the fuck?
That is not a meteor, bro.
No, that's not. God damn it.
It's not focusing, bro.
That is not a meteor, bro.
What is that? Y'all, it's not focusing on my camera at all.
Dude.
Dude, take pictures of it. Take pictures of it.
Holy shit.
What the?
Okay. All right, everyone, welcome. I would like to take this time to introduce to you, starting from right to left, we have Elijah, then we have Mariah, then we have Miss JADYN and Mr. Tristan. And while this is an informal interview, because there was just so much to talk about, I thought we'd get everybody together and just talk about what happened. Do you guys remember the date and the day?
It was October on a Thursday.
It was a Thursday, October 20th.
October 20th, yeah.
October
Okay, so
20th,
something.
Thursday.
On a Thursday.
So just real quick, who was outside?
So it was all of us. It was me, Eli, Tristan here, Mariah, my mom and my dad. We were all sitting outside. Just casual evening, sitting by the fireplace, drinking, listening to music right before sunset. Literally right before.
Literally right before, like it was at 7:20 in the evening. The first picture, video rather, that we just played was actually videotaped at 7:22 or 7:21, right in there. At the same time that my ring cam caught a picture of the craft. So, okay, so who was the first one to see it and look up out of the four?
It was my dad.
Dad looked up
Because
first.
literally 5 minutes before that, one of the KOA workers came over and told us that there's going to be a crazy meteorite shower that night and to like look up, like just keep a lookout on the sky. And so the first person to point it out was my dad. He thought it was a meteorite at first. He's like, hey, look, there's a meteorite right there.
And then what happened?
And then it literally, so it looked like it was a straight line at first, you know, a meteor shoot, but it didn't go fast or it didn't dissipate like how a meteorite would. It was literally like a straight line of light at first. And it was off far, far, far in the distance. And as soon as we noticed it, it kind of like started taking shape, you know, it kind of went like this instead of like a straight line, it kind of started turning. And we saw that it was coming right for us, directly to us. So, yeah.
So it was right over you. And I'm going to screen share real quick because that is where the next part of this video starts, where it's just right over you.
What the fuck?
That is not a meteor, bro.
No, that's not. God damn it.
It's not focusing, bro.
That is not a meteor, bro.
What is that? Y'all, it's not focusing on my camera at all.
Dude.
Dude, take pictures of it. Take pictures of it.
Holy shit.
What the?
Now that picture,
Insane.
isn't it? But it's and I gotta ask, when you guys were seeing that picture, and of course again, let's just rewind it for a second here so we can go back to this picture right here. I mean, even when I pause it, it looks like it has color around it.
What the?
Now,
Oh, yeah. And that video does it no justice. That video is nothing compared to what we actually saw with our eyes. It does it zero justice. Like, I wish I could take a picture of like my brain, like how I saw it. It was literally, I could see from the top to the bottom, the whole craft and how it all moved as one. And how it was literally spinning and it got in front of us and slowed down and started spinning in front of us.
now when you say spinning, I mean, I can imagine this craft is long. This thing is huge. So was it spinning like a round motion around the whole long part of it, or was it actually spinning like the long of it was spinning like this around
like
you?
In one piece as one unit. Cohesively. Like that.
And was there any color around it?
Yes. It was insanely bright, just energy.
Eli's saying yes. So what did you see, Eli?
Okay, so as you saw in the picture, what all that color was that energy, you know, of that unknown thing, of that unknown object. It was all that energy that was kind of like zooming the phone of the photo. So as we were taking a picture, and my mom is actually the one who took that photo. So as we can zoom in, you can see all of these colors, but it's energy. It's
Bouncing
just straight,
off.
yeah, it's just energy straight off, bouncing off of that unknown object. It's so big, like it was crazy.
Oh yeah. So what color were the colors that you saw?
All kinds of colors.
Just like in that picture.
Yeah, like a bright rainbow.
Right. So I'm trying to get this in my head because when I saw that craft, and not that night, but I've seen that craft before, and I saw it in motion while it was traversing across, the sky, and these colors were actually rotating all the way around it as it was moving. These colors were moving with it, and it was moving in a straight line when I saw it, but the colors were rotating. Is that kind of what you saw?
Like rotating around it.
Yeah, because that's a different propulsion system, and that might be why it looks different on our cameras, because our cameras can't pick up that type of light, because it's a bright light, but it's a brilliant light, but it's a dimmer light. It's like it's not the same kind of AC DC voltage that we have, that
Oh no. And the energy bouncing off of this thing, I mean, you could feel it. Like my whole body was buzzing. And you felt like you were being watched. Like it felt like there was a million eyes on you.
Right. A million eyes. It was probably just one big one, but yeah.
I've never felt anything like that or seen anything like that in my life.
Right. And Tristan, you used some explicit language in that first video, but that's the genuine response.
Shock.
Yeah. What the is that? I mean, because you've not seen it before. Yeah, that was the first time. I mean, we've seen little lights and stuff go across the sky, but I was so excited though when you guys called me and said we saw a UFO. I'm like, what? Because I have been seeing them and nobody else has been seeing them, and I'm like, finally, somebody else has seen them. So when we went back over to your mom and dad's place, and I was standing out there, and I was talking to it, I was trying to connect to it. I couldn't connect to it, but I knew it could hear me. And so I kept saying, I know you're there. Where are you at? Where are you at? And that's when it just lit up in the dark over the ocean sky and showed itself again.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was like, and see, that was whenever I first saw, like the first thing that came to my mind, into my head was, we're just watching. That's the first thing. Like I didn't have any fear. No, nothing. We're just watching, and I just felt a piece of calmness, just peace. Like it was nothing to be scared of or afraid of.
Right.
We're just watching.
And that was just it, though. Typically, when you see a UFO, you're afraid. I mean, fear is usually the first thing that sets in. But it was like we were standing out there wanting to connect with it even more. Like that's not a typical response.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we're standing out there, and your mom's in the background in the video. Well, let's just go ahead and play it. Let me wait. I gotta go back over here. I keep forgetting ahead of myself. Share screen. Let's play the rest of this, and then I'm going to go to the pictures that we have. Because even in this video that I took of it, I mean,
Why is it dimming?
you can see it, but you can't see it. It's right there. I can't see my mouse. I'm trying to point to it because I didn't think I got it, but I did.
Come tell us what's happening.
Why today? What's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Could you try to
I
connect
can't
to it?
even like.
Yeah,
Look,
instead of the video,
look,
I feel like
Look,
it's
it's dimming.
gone.
It's
gone.
dimming.
It's gone.
It's
It's
dimming.
dimming. Yep.
It's dimming. It's dimming.
Yeah,
Yep.
hopefully we can see.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
You see the outline of the ship? You see it?
You-
You see the outline of it?
I legitimately see it, yes.
Look. You see the outline of it? It's
I
gone.
know what's about. I know. Let me tell you though. I've been. And then we just go down. But
Dude, what is happening?
What is that, dude?
I can't catch it.
What the fuck
I can't
is happening
catch
on
it.
camera?
Do it.
What is that? Why is it dimming? It's dimming. Look.
Oh my god, it's dimming.
So, what's going on? We need to be asking questions. I'm not freaking out.
yeah, what? Come tell us what's happening.
Why today? What's going on?
Yeah.
Could you try
I
to
can't even.
Yeah,
Look,
instead of
look,
the video,
look.
I feel like
Bro, it's
Look,
legitimately gone.
dimming.
It's
dimming.
gone. It's gone.
It's dimming.
It's gone.
It's dimming. It's dimming.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
You see the outline of the ship? You see it? You see the outline of it?
I legitimately see it, yes.
Look. You see the outline of it? It's gone.
Oh my god, it's gone.
Then this is what we got to talk about is the calmness. I mean, yeah, a few times we're you're freaking out, but as it's there with us, we're trying to be calm about it and like try and talk to it. I also got let me go back over here because I do have pictures. So, but then I want to talk about also what happened after we saw the light up in the sky. And I'm trying to get over here to the pictures. I got them over in my Telegram here and I had them queued up, but I got out of Telegram, so they went away. But as we're standing there and we see the first, what I want to say is Space Force craft come our way. I, I, I don't even know how many ships we saw that night.
Oh my goodness. I lost count. At least 20 plus.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't even, and there was like 3 or 4 different kinds. They weren't all the same. You would, if it's Space Force or if it's some alien thing, you're thinking it's going to all be the same kind of ship at least, like it is in the movies. But these were different kinds. So it's like, how many Space Force ships do you think we have? I mean, after that night, and again, trying to connect with them, I didn't feel they were bad. I felt they were Space Force. Even when that first one came, and I was like, just wait, there'll be another one because they don't travel alone. There's always a wingman. They always have their wingman with them. So there was always at least 2 at a time that we would see come together. Do you guys remember what those looked like?
They fast, stealthy. I mean, good.
They were like a Dorito shaped, like those Dorito chips, They were shaped like that.
They get compared to UFOs, which I can see why, because they do have a kind of, but they're anti-gravity, so that's why they look the way they do.
And they didn't have any sound.
Right. No sound.
There was no sound.
The fastest thing I've ever seen in the sky. Oh yeah, your eyes can barely keep up.
Right.
Looks like a shadow in the clouds.
Yeah.
When it's
Which did I show you that other craft that I got? I'm trying to still find. There's so much stuff that we post on our Telegram. We stay up to date on so many different topics in this Telegram. I'm trying to get. Oh, here it is. Okay. And real quick, I'm just gonna screen share and get this up because this was I have to see the date on here. Okay, because this within, even after that night, they were still coming around. I was still catching ships on my ring cam, like that one. This goes so fast, and these are live pictures. So I was going to try and stop it. And every time I do, it goes away. But you guys can see that looks like the same kind of craft that was happening that night. that I know those Space Force were going after. And then I gotta get to this one. This one.
Oh wow.
Look at, I mean, this, isn't that crazy? That's how,
Oh yeah, that's what it is. But
Yeah.
way bigger in person.
yep. I mean, I was like, what? And because you can see, I mean, even just the way this looked like the lights up and down, and it's really the energy around it. And I think those are just the lights, you know, the colors that are going around in a circle. And that was amazing. But then, oh, wait, went the wrong way. The daytime stuff, this stuff blew me away. And when I started slowing it down and really looking, they're out during the day. Where are they? Oh, let me let it go.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, look at them. I mean, just zoom. I can't tell you how many different. I mean, look at them. All these little white streaks that are happening. Those are ships up there just moving really fast. And that's how they were moving that night. It was like we didn't get any pictures of the Space Force or the spacecraft that were coming after that big one. And I believe they were coming to look for that big one.
And you couldn't if you tried.
Right. I mean, they were just like, it was, here comes another one. And as soon as you say, here comes another one, they're over you. And you couldn't see them anymore. But I'm just like, this was crazy. You know, the amount of ships and stuff that were flying around within the last week of, or, you know, the week of. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. And then I got to tell you, I read an article that said that anytime Elon Musk sends up a rocket, that these spacecraft are seen. So they're coming and watching. They were definitely, and remember how you were saying you felt like you were just being watched by, you know, that's what they're doing. They're coming and watching. Because he had released Starlink. And I even had to go look up Starlink because when you guys first came over and showed me that video, I'm like, well, that's Starlink. That looks like Starlink. You're like, no, Grandma. But if you've ever looked up Starlink, Starlink is like, they call it Starlink train because the satellites are so far apart from each other. They're not like on top of each other. Yeah, that was definitely not a satellite. That was not a satellite. So is there anything else you want to add to what took place, what you might have seen?
It was wild.
It was wild. Tristan, what about that red?
Yeah.
You're the only one. You and Dad are the only other ones who saw that. Because you besides me and my peripheral. Yeah, no one else saw it but you and Dad, really.
Yeah, there was this red one that took up almost like half the sky. I'll probably never forget that one.
Right? Describe that if you can.
That one moved so fast. Like that one was here and then there in a matter of like not even a point second. I barely even saw like the back of it. Like that's how much I saw of it, but it was so big that I was able to see it.
Right.
I literally saw a flash of light almost, and then like a shadow. When I turned my head that way, it's gone. I couldn't even get a glimpse.
That one was big.
Wow. And red. I mean, did it like look like it had red lights, or was the color of the craft was red?
It was just like almost like vibrating red, like a vibrant red.
Wow.
It was here and then it was there in a matter of a second.
Yeah,
So,
that's how fast they were just flying over. And it was like, and it went on probably all night. I remember when we got up the next morning, didn't we see another craft?
Yes.
We were up early, like you know,
something.
yeah, before the sun came up. And not more than 5 minutes after we stepped out there, another craft flew over that looked like the first craft that flew over. I wished I'd gotten pictures of that. I tell you what, I had not. But I got to show, before we go, I'm going to share screen one more time and show this that I got. Let me see, let me fast forward this. It's a couple of minutes long, but it's up in here. This is this happened the 29th. There's a few things you see just, oh, see it? See it?
I think I missed it.
All right, let me rewind it a minute because it comes across and it's at the top of the screen. And it's faster than an airplane. Look, you see it? It looks like a little dot, but it's moving really fast, and it's, you see it? I wish my cursor worked, like I could just point at it. Let me show it again, because it's, I mean, I was just sitting there watching the night, you know, on my Ring cam, just letting it run, and that caught my eye. So I'm like, oh my God, look, I got one at night, and it's just flying across the screen.
Oh, I saw, yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, you can see it all the way till it goes off to the right of the screen. So they're still up there. They're still hanging out. They're still showing themselves, and you know, all I can say is keep looking up, keep watching. That movie, Don't Look Up. I'm the opposite. You definitely want to look every time you go outside. Not while you're walking. I know we can't, you know, but go outside every night. You're going to see something, you know, and have your phones ready, you know, just like you did, because that's the only way people are going to believe us is if we get it on film. And even then, some people are going to be like, oh, that's not what you think it is. But we know better.
Let me say this real quick. Okay, so whoever watches this video, there's always going to be people that are like, oh, no, that could just be like, you know, something else. That could be anything, you know, destroyed craft, anything whatsoever. Now, before I believed whatsoever, I was like, this is, you know, it's photoshopped or something, you know, because I've never seen an actual UFO, you know. I've always watched the videos, and I'm like, that's so fake, you know, it's just so fake. But just what do I say?
Like, keep an open mind.
Just keep an open mind. And when we saw it, we were the only people that were there that were actually seeing it eye to eye.
Outside.
Other people were just, you know, on their phones and all. Wake up. Just wake up. That's all you gotta do. Wake up. Look up and wake up. That's all.
Yeah. Right. That's the craziest part to me, that there are other people walking around playing basketball, sitting on their phone, and we're all screaming outside. And like, hey,
Yeah.
you see this? And they don't, you know, but we are programmed not to look up. We are programmed not to look, and we are programmed to just dismiss it as, oh, that's not what I think it was. It's MK Ultra is real. So it's like, but the more people are exposed to it and see the truth and know this stuff is real and it's out there and there's more going on, you know, than your day to day. And we need to really start asking, who are they? And why can't I connect to them? Because, you know, I'm like, no, I should be able to connect to you. But I knew they heard me. I was connecting, but it wasn't a two-way street. So who are they? And I really feel they're ancient. They're old. They've been here forever. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming forward.
Daisy.
Being bold enough to speak what you see and share it with everybody else. I appreciate you.
Of course.
All right, we'll stop.
We appreciate you, Grandma, so much.
We love
What's
you,
that?
Grandma.
Oh, we love you too.
So much.
Oh, good. I appreciate you guys. All right, I'm going to stop recording now. So hang.
What the fuck?
That is not a meteor, bro.
No, that's not. God damn it.
It's not focusing, bro.
That is not a meteor, bro.
Y'all, it's not focusing on my camera at all.
Dude.
Dude, take pictures of it. Take pictures of it.
Holy shit.
What the? My phone. Get my phone.
What the fuck is that, bro? What is that? What the fuck is it?
Hold on.
Is grandma outside?
Call grandma.
Call grandma.
Dude, what is happening?
What is that, dude?
I can't catch it.
What the fuck?
I can't catch it.
Do it, guys. What is that? Why is it dimming? It's dimming. Look.
Oh my god, it's dimming.
So what's going on? We need to ask a question. I'm not freaking out.
Yeah, what? Come tell us what's happening.
What? Why today? What's going on?
Yeah. I can't even.
Yeah,
Look.
Bro, it's
Look,
legitimately
it's dimming.
gone. It's gone.
dimming.
It's gone.
It's dimming.
It's gone.
It's dimming. It's dimming.
It's good.
You see the outline of the ship? You see it? You see the outline of it?
I legitimately see it, yes.
Look. You see the outline of it? It's gone.
Oh my god, it's gone.